Remko, thanks for joining me once again.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're just hanging out in the booth. Thank you so much for this. This was great. I missed lunch. Remko brought me First Form protein sticks. I'm doing 75 hard, so this was perfect.
Andy Frisella with First Form. I figured it was a good partnership there for us.
This is great. Yeah. This is great. Thank you. I'm gonna do the last bite. It's good to have a chance to catch up.
Absolutely.
What's the latest with SuppTrax?
The latest is we are working on a lot of different partnerships and integrations. We are getting a lot of traction, and it's with more users. To be transparent, we've discovered some things that we need to work on as well and debug. It's one thing that when we use internally and we're not inputting or we integrating information from another source, it worked fine. And then we discovered that there's some bugs, so we've worked through that. So it's been a great learning experience.
Yeah. I love that. I mean, that's what business is.
Absolutely.
One learning experience. Who's your target? Like, who do you work with primarily now?
So right now it's really almost 50-50. Other supplement companies. And the nice thing is if the supplement company uses our product, the contractors that use that third-party supplement company has their own logins, and they can see the status of each claim. We call it the Domino's Pizza Tracker app. Which also cuts down on all the incoming phone calls into that supplement company. Yep. Now, we're also working with, like I said, it's about 50-50 with contractors that have internal supplementing.
Right.
And it allows them to have the insight and see how many days to close, because that affects cash flow. And also see which employee is doing what. So you might have, it gives them necessary information to figure out which employee is doing as far as the increase in claims, or does it take longer for them to close? So it gives them insight and oversight to figure out, do I need more training and whatnot with it?
Yeah, there's a big need for it.
There is. Unfortunately, it's been pushed to the back burner and it's never even been looked at. And every supplement company or contractor that uses it, everybody's using the same thing that we used to use, and that's the Excel spreadsheet. And that's when stuff falls through the cracks, and you really don't know your numbers with that.
Or some sort of generic thing like a Monday.com. That's, I think, what they're using.
That is correct.
But then it's just like you're trying to like combine things. It's not made for it.
Correct.
It's not going to provide the same level of transparency, right?
100%.
I love that your focus on providing that transparency back to whoever is on the ends of that the other end of the service, which could be a customer of a supplement company, or it could be like the management of an internal team, right?
100%. Yeah. And one thing I do want to thank you, and I think I've thanked you before, but I haven't thanked you enough. We were calling it a CRM at first.
That's right. Yeah.
And you had mentioned to me, hey, drop the CRM. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And you are exactly right. We are creating a whole new product that's not on the market right now. And by using the term CRM, two things happened. We got lost in the confusion of the big boys, the ProLines, the Job Nimbus or Acculinks. Then somebody who has a CRM didn't even want to talk to us because we have our CRM situation taken care of. We don't need another one. So by switching over to the SMP, or Supplement Management Platform, which integrates and is in partnership and collaboration with the roofing CRM, it's been a game changer for us. So we thank you for that as well.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it was about, when we talked about that in August, I think?
It was at Wind the Storm, actually, when we sat down to talk there.
So that's landed for you?
Yes, it has.
So people, you don't have the same resistance now, like when you...
Correct. Don't have the same resistance. And it allows the conversation to happen organically versus just shutting it down from the onset.
Right. Yeah. And so you're able to get in the door, like those internal supplementing teams that you're working with. Are they usually still then using a CRM as well, like a normal CRM?
They are using, some are, and then most of them are using the CRM that the roofing company has, the sales CRM, and then just pulling that information into an Excel spreadsheet.
There's actually, you can replace that, and then it goes into your platform instead. Can you even integrate it?
Correct. We are working on API tech. So, but there are only 5 fields that are required to build the claim in our end. So it can be pulled from a CSV file from their current CRM, and it can be easily uploaded as well.
So like each day they could just like pull a CSV, upload.
They could, absolutely. Right.
Yeah, I like that. Makes sense. Cool. That's awesome. So glad to hear that work.
For large data migration, then I would look at a CSV.
Yeah.
a lot of companies are only doing another 2 or 3 claims a day, and instead of doing CSV, they're just literally inputting the 5 fields per claim that they need, and then go from there.
That makes sense. That's awesome. Other than the S&P thing, what's going to be your biggest aha moment since we last talked?
Definitely the S&P. The second is, I think when something's your baby and you fall in love with it, and sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees, and you think you have this amazing product that will handle everything, and then you find out it's very difficult to integrate, or and that's where we use the CSV files and everything else, because internally we used it and it worked perfectly for us. Yeah. We beta tested for 2 years. We thought we had worked everything out. So it was, the other thing we did was I started surveying the current customers and finding out some of our weaknesses, and that was a little humbling as well, because it's some things that don't register until you hear it from your customer, and then you're able to address it at that time and fix it. So that's been, I was told, I think it's September, October, I went through a class and they're like, have you ever done a survey with your own clientele? And I'm like, no. And so I was encouraged to do so, and by doing so, that was another huge aha moment for us.
Yeah, you were looking at the data and you kind of could figure out, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And to see that, it's like I said, it was eye-opening and quite literally humbling. But it allowed us to change our focus and fix the small little things that enhance the experience for the end user.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense. Information like that is so valuable, and it's very easy for it to get missed. This is why we have our idea board and stuff. So we push really hard on customer feedback idea board, and we've started implementing some other things too, just to make sure that we're collecting as much information as possible. But yeah, it's a real challenge. It's really easy when it's your baby to just be like, oh, everything's probably great. But it is in that feedback of the things that people are struggling with that you identify what can make it better.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it.
So your focus, is it mainly on feature, like enhanced and adding features, or is it in marketing, or would you say it's a 50-50 split? What are some of the suggestions you could give somebody else out there that's coming to market and where the focus should be? Because you guys have done a heck of a job pushing that front.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We put a lot of work in so far, but we're far from happy we're far from where we want to be.
Fair.
So we're very much pushing for something better and better, and I think that's something that we've approached differently than a lot of, there's a sort of a mentality in software, like you build it once and then it's good.
Right.
And I think that the way that tech is moving for most platforms, especially for a CRM, it's, you got to have the mentality of like improving the product is a never ending process. Like, this is a factor in the business that has to get factored in on pricing, has to get factored in on how we're going to scale. And so there's a lot of more stuff that we want to do. But the thing is, the right balance, it just depends on what point of the business. But I'd say last year, it was like 90% new features.
Okay.
And so we were so focused on filling in any remaining gaps that we had where we didn't have a feature that somebody else had. And so there's actually like one more feature we're going to launch here in a couple of weeks. It's like bulk event rescheduling. I actually think that it might be the last feature that like one of these other CRMs have that we don't have. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean that each feature is not, like, there's still room for improvement on these features, but we at least have an alternative solution built in for every single thing that the competitor has, in addition to our communication and AI agent stuff that's unique to us.
Which is second to none, I agree.
Yeah, but so that's been really exciting, but that was the focus. It was like 10, 90. I'd say this year we're closer to 40% new features, 60% improvement. And so we're looking at doing some like rebuilding of parts of the app. It is just focused on performance, like just making things faster. It's like, it was funny, like someone this morning was like, oh yeah, your app is so, like, we just came from another CRM, I won't mention the name, and it's like, your app is so fast. And I'm like, I can't believe you think it's this fast. Like, to me, I'm like pissed at how slow it. But yeah, it's really hard to make technology both scale and make it performative. Like, this is a very complex, challenging problem. And so you have to intentionally, at each quarter, each year, you have to analyze this as a technology company and figure out what that right balance is. And I think the biggest thing is, like, what are we currently, like, where are we losing? Is it that we're not growing as fast as we need to? Or is it that we're not retaining the customers we want to retain? Like what's the biggest fire? And then digging into the reasons for that. Like so for us, like last year, we were not selling as many, our close rate wasn't as high as we wanted it to be. Our close rate right now is like 60%, it's insane. But last year it was not as high as we wanted it to be. And the primary driver of that was that we were getting a lot of demos, but then there was always some feature we didn't have that was a blocker.
It was a hang up.
So that was why the focus was so much on that. And then now our close rate's like 50, it hovers between 50 and 60%. And so it's like, close rate's pretty good. So we're like focusing away from building out and matching functionality and building new features to we're focused on like improving the platform, like especially diving into the pain points that we have. Now, we also have really good retention, but it's like we're focused a little bit more on how do we serve our customers better. And of course, we're still growing a lot too, but the focus from a product standpoint is on how can we make this even better for our customers. And so that's where a lot of things. I think the 10% that we're still going to be adding is mostly going to be on the AI side. But other than that, like most of our efforts are going to be spent on performance and improvement of existing functionality.
Whose idea was it to come up with, I feel like I'm the interviewer now. Whose idea was it to come up with the Mafia? I think that's brilliant.
The ProLine Mafia?
Yeah, so you're getting, correct me if I'm wrong, you're getting people that are current customers that are singing your praises.
Yep.
And they get this amazing, looks like a Godfather shirt.
Yeah.
But it's the ProLine Mafia. I still want one of those shirts, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, I need to get you. I think we might have some.
Those ideas that are more, is that coming from your marketing? Do you just put all that onus on somebody like a James in your marketing?
Yeah.
You've been blessed to have somebody like that?
So the ProLine Mafia, well, it came from our customers. I think John Starry came up with the name. John Starry came up with the original name. I came up with sort of the concept, I think, of like he coined it. I made the Facebook group that we have, and it's really simple. It's like we have customers that really like us and sing our praises online, and when we do see those customers, I will go out. Someone on our team, usually John or I, will go friend request them when we see them.
Right.
Friend request them and then add them into Mafia. And so that way, it's just a way for us to have. We use Mafia for a number of different things. We know that those are the people that like to promote us and are willing to promote us. So they're who we rely on for promotion, but also they are a source of like core feedback. So when we have features and we're like, do we go this way or do we go this way? Maybe we don't have all the data on the idea board, so we'll take something from the idea board and we'll be like, hey, we need to refine this down. Are you guys willing to put in more info for this? And like we'll run surveys and stuff like that. So it becomes a core customer group as well. So a lot of our oldest customers are in that group. But we also have we just had someone that signed up the other day that ended up in Mafia. So it's like they had just like they love the platform and they're promoting us online. So we pulled them together. I think it's a nice way for us, because obviously you don't want to. It's real sketchy if you start paying people to promote you, right? But we do want to
Recognize and reward, sure,
and pull them in and recognize. So like, thank you for promoting us, and the way that we do that is by like bringing them in and letting them they have a direct communication channel with our leadership team that not everybody has access to. Now, we do have amazing support. It's very fast. We have good customer support and everything. So it's not like you can't reach our team and get help. Everyone that uses our platform can. But we do like to give that extra level of access for the people that we see out there on social media promoting us. And it's not necessarily everyone. I think our process right now is usually like the first time we see it, we friend request them. The second time we see it, that's when we add them. So it's like there is kind of a process. It's not necessarily guaranteed, but as we see that like someone is promoting us, we like to bring them into Mafia.
The reason I ask that is because I do see a lot of the comments when people talk about ProLine is how fast you respond to different issues or concerns. We're still small enough that our clients get my cell phone. Those should be a text. I try to respond immediately, but so I'm always looking down the road too on what to do to build to be able to still let them have access and to make sure that they're taken care of, and then also to promote, recognize the ones that are singing our praise as well. So I appreciate that information.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that's been really great for us and great for all the customers that are involved in it, and yeah, it's been fantastic. It's definitely been worth it. And then it's been really fun to just have that core customer group to engage with. I do some like periodic Q&As in there with them, like special Q&As. So they get access to some special content and stuff by being part of Mafia. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Yeah, we actually have to get onto them sometimes because they'll like post their support questions in the chat. We're like, guys, honestly, like it's going to take us a few hours to respond here. Like this could have gotten solved in minutes had you just talked to support. So
Right.
they do have access to us, but we try to direct people back to support. So it's not like the people in ProLine Mafia are getting better support. They're getting the same support. We offer very high tier support to everybody.
You do.
So it's not like they're getting special support, but they do have some access if they want to, ask for advice or ask for or get some sneak peeks at new functionality, or so there's perks. But as far as support goes, we don't differentiate on support. Everyone gets, no matter how big or small or what you do, like you're going to get good support with us. So,
Well, I do appreciate you allowing me to come and talk about SuppTrax once again, and I think it's a great partnership with you. The strength of SuppTrax wouldn't work without a good CRM as well, with that information. So, but again, just to do a quick plug-in for SuppTrax, giving you the dashboard where it shows your KPIs as far as supplementing.
yeah.
You see everything at a glance on the dashboard, shows you exactly who to call that day, what insurance company. Again, it breaks down each claim, the average dollar amounts that your employees are doing, how fast it turns, which affects, cash flow. That's important. And yeah, so it's been a fun journey, and I really appreciated a partnership with somebody like yourself. And you have amazing partners as well, SMA, Rupal, Hook, and you guys have really done a nice job integrating with those other companies as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's been a time in the making. We'll need to look at an integration with you guys at some point.
We'd love to do that.
For that, that's probably going to be a direction coming from us to you. So do you have an API at this?
We do, yeah.
Okay.
So
Nice.
Would love to, sit down and get that in.
Yeah, we should look at it because we could make it pretty easy, even if it is just 5 fields. Like just making it simple to just push those over.
Yep.
That'd probably be good.
Yep.
So what are the 5 fields? Just curious.
So literally the name, claim number,
First and last name, 2 fields or 1 field?
one field.
First a name,
Yep. Claim number,
claim number.
the job numbered with that it's in their CRM.
Okay, so just match with that. Yeah.
Correct. The insurance company,
Okay.
the desk adjuster, and the address.
Yeah, that's desk adjuster name or ID?
Name.
Name, just desk adjuster name.
Correct.
Okay.
And it might be 7 because then also the original estimate, the dollar amount.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it. So I think it's 7.
Yeah, but it's pretty straightforward. It's got one API call. So, yeah, we should definitely look at that. And I'm sure we have some mutual customers at this point.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Are you still working with CR3?
Perfect.
You still working with CR3?
No, I'm just starting to.
Oh, just starting.
Yeah. So Cardi and I, actually we have a call set up next week.
Fantastic. That would be, well, yeah. If you start working with them, I'm sure Carney will push for the integration. So they pull a lot of weight with us.
Yeah.
But cool. Well, it's awesome. Thank you so much, man.
Absolute
I appreciate
pleasure.
it. Appreciate you joining.